Women's side, Serena Williams will play just her 5th tournament of the year here in Paris. As a matter of fact, she's played just one match since Miami. That was in Rome, where she withdrew after her first match. She hasn't played a lot the last couple of years. This year, she's 7-2 with just the one quarterfinal at the Australian Open. Last year, she didn't play a lot either, just 7 tournaments, but she did make a couple of Grand Slam finals. So, Lindsay, based on how little we've seen of Serena lately, what are your expectations for her this French Open?
Anytime you see Serena Williams' name in a Grand Slam draw, you have to keep an eye on her. This is what she plays for. It's these 4 moments every year to try and stamp her page in the history book. The biggest question is her health. 3 tournaments, her last 3 tournaments, she wasn't able to finish with illness in Indian Wells and then the knee in both Miami and Rome. But I like her draw here. She has an opportunity to really play her way into this tournament and really start to feel better about her game. And we'll know physically early on in this tournament how she is by watching Serena play, by watching her move. That's the biggest issue with Serena.
This is the draw you're talking to. And yes, this is the kind of draw where you can play yourself into the tournament a bit. I mean, the flip side is above that in the same quadrant. You have Naomi Osaka, Madison Keys, Azarenka. You look at Barty at number 8. Not a great draw, big picture for Serena Williams, but I think you're right, Lindsay. We just don't have the data points, right? I mean, she's not even top 25 in the women's tour this year in prize money. That tells me she just hasn't played a lot of tennis.
If she's able to get through the first, once she gets a few matches under her belt, that's when Serena gets better. And Andreescu, we haven't seen play since Miami. Ash Barty, probably not her best surface either.
What about it? Can Serena play her way in? Does she have an opportunity with a couple of lower-ranked first opponents?
I love Lindsay's philosophy on that, and normally I would say yes. My one concern is 9 matches in the last 5 months. That to me is challenging. But when you look at that draw, she really has a good draw to play her way in. I'm worried about the health. And like Lindsay said, when you have someone like Serena in the field, you can't just pass over her. So if she's around mid-first week, end first week, count on her getting to the last weekend.
Yeah, I think the challenge for Serena, in my eyes, is if she were to play a really good clay courter, someone like Halep that can move her around, use the angles, really challenge her, make a lot of balls back into play. I don't see anybody there in those first few mans. Maybe Sofia Kenin can maybe challenge her, but other than that, if it's a hitting contest and Serena's healthy, you got to take Serena no matter what the surface.
Can we just step back? What she's doing is really hard. She is 37 and a half. She is a mother. And I think what we used to say, well, if Serena just roll out the balls and give her a racket and she's going to win. I think one thing that's sort of nice about this struggle is that it really says what she did earlier in her career wasn't as easy as we all thought it was. She's had to work.
Historically, no one has needed a shorter runway to get back up to speed than Serena Williams. Remember last year she made it to the 4th round and had to withdraw with that pectoral muscle injury. We're just getting